Oh, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. Pretty much just started the stream, so it's a little bit quiet right now, but hope you're doing good today. Also, we are one away from a giveaway, which is really exciting. Hi, Dr. Future Bug. How's it going? This job. I'm applying for jobs while I'm sitting here, and I'm just like looking at this job description. I'm like, I need it, but also there's like already over 100 applicants. It's gonna annoy me so much. Hi, Kaden. How's it going? Oh, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. It is time for a giveaway. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear. You need this update right now. I've heard good things about the update so far, so yeah, me too. I want to see it. But yeah, if you want to enter the giveaway, there is no keyword. Just be active in the chat. So Dr. Futurebug and Kaden have already entered, which is amazing. If anyone else wants to join, please type something in the chat. I think the biggest question I have is how do I stop seeing these perfect jobs so late? Literally one day ago, over 100 applicants. I can't. Kimberly, how's it going? I'm good. How are you doing? I guess I can see why there's so many people who applied, because let's see, like how much does it pay you? Oh wow, lots of perks here. 20K relocation bonus, 10K housing bonus, 1K month food, 1K per month food stipend, and it pays. I thought I saw where it said that you get paid. Wait, I'm getting confused. Well, it says at the top like 130K a year to 170K a year, of course. Oh, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. We're doing a giveaway right now, so if you want to enter, there's no keyword, just type in the chat. You're good though, just impatient for the update to come out. Yeah, I feel that. You're redoing a shop sign. Oh, cool. Hi, is it Koa Elio? Hello. You don't have any diamonds. Oh no. Well, but you have the whole month. You know, if they have like their bundle and everything, you have time to save up, which is good. Oh, toucans, yeah. Yummy purple. Okay, I'll give it a few more minutes for anyone else who wants to enter the giveaway. Fantastic. I'm just gonna tell myself if I actually manage to get one of those high paying jobs, I will never be ungrateful for anything ever again. I really need to get a job and I really need money. Like it's reached a point where I'm so tired of not being able to afford stuff that I want. I'm almost willing to do anything at this point if it means I would have enough money to like move out and live by myself. But I mean, I have my boundaries too. You're excited for a new den? Oh, very good. Yeah, that den is that was the first one ever in this game, and I don't know why they removed it, but they did. Oh yeah, those horses. Yeah. Or the gingerbread house or the non-member den. I didn't know there was a non-member version of it. That's very nice. Okay. I mean, I guess this is everyone who wants to enter, so I will roll. Kimberly, congratulations. What is your username? We will do our next giveaway at 215. You're welcome. Wait, don't we know each other already? You and I, like, we added each other, didn't we? Because of your shops. That's very interesting. Well, it's nice to officially meet you. You just start collecting tomatoes from your den. Feel that. Anyway, I am about to run out of wrists, so we're just gonna do the rest of them and then, yeah. Yes, well, nice to meet you. What a small world we live in. Or it's nice to meet you. So yeah, we're gonna do our next giveaway at 215. Congratulations again. Um, also need to choose another job to spam my resume on. I don't even know if that was grammatically correct, but it's okay. Okay, so it's gonna be noisy in the background, just a little warning for everybody, but we're good. Just gonna talk about stuff. So, how's it going, everyone? Anything interesting happening today? I need to make my life more interesting. I feel like, ever since I've graduated from college, which has only been like about a month or maybe a little bit over a month since I have, and I don't have a job either. It's interesting to sit at home a lot and try to figure out how to get a job. There's probably better ways to handle that though. I guess a lot of times people just go to restaurants with their friends or something, but I don't really do that with people. And I actually, even before I've reached this point of my life, I really didn't do that either. But I have realized that when you're in school, it is a little bit easier to do it. So when you're not in school and you don't have a job either, you're kind of like, where do I go? You just starting college. Oh, very good. Hope you have a good time. I don't really like school that much, but there are good things about it, and I will miss some things about being in school for sure. It's kind of hard to believe that it's over. I mean, unless if I go back, but I don't think this is the time I should go back just yet. I went there literally to try to get myself a job, and I should, make a good attempt to do that first before I consider going back and changing my path, which, the more time that goes by, the more I feel sure I probably want to. Try finding stuff to do in North Dakota. Oh, wow. You're welcome. Yeah, I guess where I am, there's quite a bit of things that happen here, but it's, in general, it's really hard to get a job right now, so I don't really think it matters where I am. This is kind of where usually when people, like, they are struggling so much to get, like, a job, they kind of start their own thing, and maybe that's gonna be what I'm gonna have to do, you know? Be making more money than I ever would trying to work somewhere else. You wish AJ was your job. I know, that would be nice, right? Because it's so easy to, like, well, it's not easy, but you can achieve, wealth and success on here. in a pretty straightforward way, I guess. It's at least a little bit clear on how to do it, whereas with this current job market, everyone has like a different opinion about how to get a job, and you don't know at this point what's gonna work anymore. You do freelance, oh very good. But school has been getting in the way. No, it's hard to do things with school. That's something that I've gotten really annoyed about with being in college. It's like almost impossible to do anything else. So like, well, it depends really, but for me, it was either going to be that my grades were going to be good or I was going to do other stuff like alongside my classes. Like I really couldn't find a good balance with it. So I kind of chose the let's do other stuff kind of thing, but so my major is computer science and it kind of pressures you to be a software engineer and I mean, I kind of don't want to be one, but you know, with all the jobs around here, it kind of is expected of you, so I'm kind of stuck. But wait, where was I going with this? I don't remember anymore. You pull through, don't worry too much. Oh, thank you. What field am I wanting to get into? Um, with my degree, I am honestly more interested in taking a more like business route with it. Like, I'm not really interested in software engineering. I mean, as much as I would like to be, I can't stand it. Which is unfortunate because it does pay really well if you get in, but it's also really competitive, right? So you kind of have that problem too. Like I know people who graduated with a pretty good background with this and then they're still having trouble getting a job. I'm like, okay. I'm interested in probably like using it in like the entertainment industry since I also like music. I was actually really close to getting hired for a role that would have used my degree for music, but I don't think I got the job. But it's a good sign, right, that I was that close, which probably means I'm doing something right. But now I'm at the mercy of if someone's going to see my application or not. So that's another thing. So yeah, the entertainment industry, or if I don't do that, I guess I would, I don't know, maybe be a technical writer or data analyst or something. Maybe web design. I potentially will have a freelance job like next week that I'm going to talk about, but I don't know how long that's going to last for. So since it's freelance, it's not a permanent job. I'm kind of like, I still kind of need to have a consistent source of income right now. I'm thinking if that fails, if I really cannot get anything with computer science, then I'm just going to forget about it, possibly go back to school and just go for a business degree or music or something because I'm really tired of this, you know, like feeling like I have to choose something realistic if it's not going to actually work anymore. You know, we only live once. I'm about to pull my fingernail off my finger. I won't do that. You could get involved in Discord bots. Oh, really? If you're in AJ servers, you already know a lot of people in online space who might need, and Discord bots are kind of expensive. Worst case, you get experience. That's an interesting idea. I mean, I guess people do value if you're knowledgeable about how to work with social media platforms. So if you're good at organizing those things, or I guess creating bots or things like that, that could be useful. But yeah, I could look into that. Thank you. I already have like a little bit of like a content creation kind of direction right now too, because I've had some success with the algorithm on like one account, but it's a little complicated because in order to continue delivering content, I kind of need to invest in myself. So I'm not sure if that was in good timing, but you know, you often read about stories about these content creators and kind of see like what background they came from, and a lot of them they were either working at a job that didn't pay them very well, or they didn't want to be in their job, or they couldn't get one, so they made one, or they got fired or laid off. So in the worst case, you know, I might have to just chase after that and figure it out that way too. I keep picking at my nails. I should stop doing that. Yeah, I don't like any of these job postings I'm seeing. Like, they look great, but I always see them too late. On your AG account or a different one? Oh, um, so I'm a musician and I had some success on Instagram with a few of my reels. I didn't grow like a lot. I mean, like 200-ish followers. It's not really that much in this day and age, but most of them were from like my some of my reels. I'm getting some attention on the algorithm. So it was some small success, and I guess if I kept going with it, I could potentially grow it a lot more. But I did tell my audience recently that because I felt like I was getting burnt out and like pressured to keep posting, that I would kind of step off for a bit and try to get my life sorted together first. That's kind of what I'm doing. So like I'm live streaming right now because like it's easier for me to do that consistently. I'm trying to get a job. I almost don't care what job it is at this point as long as I'm having money going into my bank account. So I've been applying like really broadly, like from retail to music, business assistant, to I've been starting to try to reach for the technical roles as well, even though I think I need to work on that. So like that kind of thing. I'm just kind of like focusing my attention elsewhere for now and then maybe coming back when I'm ready to. But it's not bad. I mean, I can definitely grow it, or I can maybe try a different form of content creation and see if that gets somewhere. Since there were some promising signs that it may work. That's good. Yeah, we'll see though. I don't really know yet what's happening. I think it's kind of a lot of waiting in the dark and with stuff like this before something finally comes along. So live streaming will be a great way to pass the time. I've also been working on other things so I could not feel like I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Still in the process of figuring stuff out, which is good. Hmm. These job postings are so hard to read. I was like looking at one where it was like super complicated. There's one that's expired, okay. What's this one? It says it was posted 4 weeks ago. It's not a lot of applicants, and I don't qualify for that. Okay. Hmm. And this is a lot of stuff. I don't even know where to apply first. Do I know what a bone tail is worth? I do not from the top of my head. Maybe someone else does. Well, I don't know why I keep getting recommended these jobs I don't even qualify for. It's so weird. Hmm. Part-time job. 0 people clicked apply. That is extremely strange. Okay. Hmm. Oh, the season one sell for 7, but you see them as high in 15. Ah, okay. Yeah, if they're coming back soon, you probably want to make sure not to get caught in that having to wait or sell them for cheaper kind of thing. You don't want to do that. Seasonal items, you need to watch for those coming back into stores for sure. UX designer were posted 4 days ago. Of course, so many people applied. probably need to use filters. I keep wasting my time looking at jobs that are totally out of my league. Although, actually, now that I was clicking on that though, I kind of want to see. Hmm. I probably should look at the people who I know who got jobs in these places that I'm looking at and kind of see what they did. But yeah, we'll think about that. This is all in the process of figuring out what am I doing wrong and how do I fix it. Are you planning on making longer form AJ videos? Are you going to stick to live streams? Um, it's probably going to mostly be live streams, but I've been thinking about it. Like I've recorded, oopsie, accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. I've been making like or I didn't make. I've recorded a lot of videos of me playing Animal Jam like when I like first came back. So, I guess I could use some of those to make videos. And actually I started off that way, but I don't think I knew how to really post to get like views so much, so I kind of just didn't continue with it. If I did want to monetize my YouTube channel though, I probably will have to do it because one like they have like two requirements for like the initial stage of getting monetized. You need to get 500 subscribers, and then on top of that, you need to have like a certain number of watch hours, and I don't think my live streams are going to be enough for that. So maybe. I mean, with in the process of me needing to find something to do, I mean, if I have all this time, I might as well look through those videos and see if there's something I want to use. So maybe. I feel like if I'm going to do that though, it should probably be, well, more worth the time of watching them. I mean, it if it's just a pointless video, then there's not really any value of doing that. I think when I first did it, like it was more like sometimes people like to watch these like watch people just play the game and not say anything. So I kind of did it that way. I don't really know if it worked, but maybe it will if I give it another chance. The deadline is October 31st. You have time to prepare. Sure. When everyone floods the application pool with like their like millions of resumes, it definitely will be plenty of time. I don't believe that anymore. Like at this point, you have to be one of the first people to apply. If you ever need any help making content, hit me up. You have nothing to an age beside maintain portals and draw. Oh, thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you so much. I'm pretty much like the same with like Animal Jam. I don't really do much on here anymore. It kind of was like I was more active on here when I first came back. And then my friends on here were too, and I don't know, things have changed because like I've graduated. I used to play this a lot like when I guess I was like reading like really boring lecture slides, but now that things aren't going to be like that anymore. Um yeah. Saw a recruiter today at Careerfield tell someone, look, buddy, I know you want to talk, but just apply online, my goodness. I'm considering going to a career fair that at my college, but I've never found those to be really worth my time. I've only gotten like one interview from doing that, which is not bad, but I failed it unfortunately, so it didn't get anywhere. But I mean, it doesn't really have like any companies that I'm interested in working at, so it's kind of like, eh. You succeed in becoming a corporate overlord, and it kind of loses its flair. Yeah, I guess when everyone's like trying to do the same thing, you don't there's nothing different about you anymore. That's why I'm kind of thinking that I have a better chance of being a successful content creator than getting a job in this market, because it's kind of all about being the one who stands out, right? If you employ yourself, then I guess you are standing out. I need to think about it though. I think that the thing is, I'm trying to figure out like, so like with my music account, which kind of got some growth, I'm kind of like wondering how long of a break I should take before I come back. And so far, it's been slightly over a month. I don't think that's enough time to change and then come back, but it's hard to tell. Because like if you really want to like take a break and then come back being a different person, I think it's gonna take much longer than a month. It may take at least 3 months, if not 6 months, if not a year. So that's something to think about. Or if that's not a good use of time right now, I could try making a different form of content. There's a lot of things that can arise from this. Hmm. You know, I will say that LinkedIn's actually pretty good for finding retail jobs because I've applied mostly for those just to kind of just have an immediate like job to fall back on. And I have much better success with hearing back from those than like anything else so far. Hmm. Maybe I should do some more. I haven't really applied for more in a while and I didn't get any new interviews recently, so it probably means I should do some more. Actually, when was the last time I did an interview? I know I wrote it down. Because the return rate of applying and then getting job interviews wasn't too bad when I was doing it that way. Because, like, my thought is if I can just get a job right now, almost doesn't matter what it is, like, could be a retail job, customer service job, then it would eliminate my worry about not having any money and give me time to, I guess, prepare for something else. So, last time I had an interview was, it's only last week. It just feels like the longest week of my life. Huh. But come to think of it, based on the history of my summer right here, I've had at least one interview a week, so maybe I got used to it. Now it just feels weird that I don't have one. That might be what it is. Well, that probably means I need to send out more applications. Hello, Sloweater. Hi, Retro Sunflower. How's it going? Also, some of these jobs are saying I have to wait like 1 or 2 weeks, and maybe I'm just getting antsy. Because the one, like the interview I did last week, I really liked like the way that it went, but I don't know if I passed or not. So if I do get that job though, that would be fantastic. You're sitting in the diamond shop. I can imagine. I want to go see too. Everyone's gonna be on air. Oh, because they're waiting for the update. Sure. Okay. I don't know why people go sit in there though when there's no update. Like I think they should go to HHQ's den if it's open. Yeah, the update looks really good. All the diamond shops are full. Well, we just saw it, right? It's chaotic. Well, I do have an internship. It's just unpaid, so at least it's gonna eliminate my unemployment issue. Well, the gap. Yes. Oh, very cool. You're in another server and it's a lot busier, and we're sitting because you're waiting. I guess, yeah, when it comes to updates, people want to look at the bundle first. I guess I don't really know what I look at first. It kind of just depends. There's like no place for me to sit down that people I think are going to pay attention over here. Okay. You're bored of trying to sell. Me too. Oh, thank you so much, whoever just bought that. That's really nice. All right, well, guess the reason why I don't have any interviews is because I haven't applied for a retail job in a while, and let's see how many days it has been since I have. I guess I feel better about myself when I have an interview. It doesn't really matter what it is. Just so like I feel like, I'm wanted somewhere, you know? Huh. So the last time I did it was oh wow. I guess it was August 23rd. Well, no wonder. Someone I remember saying how she wants to see her kids again. Oh wow. I don't know if we have anyone who's a parent who is playing on here. I know some like I've seen like one time there was I guess someone's mom who was or two times I've seen someone like with their mom on here, but aside from that, I don't generally think that there are parents on here. I do hear about people with their partners or whoever they're dating here though, but I guess that's different. They're not necessarily parents. Keep going to the different world that I don't want to go in. Okay. Oh no, that's not good. It's really sad. Yeah, but I guess you generally don't expect to see parents on here, but especially yeah, if they lost their kid, that's really sad. Hmm. Yeah, me too. I hope they're doing okay. That's really rough. And people are talking about Animal Jam Classic with being on Flash. Right, yeah. There's different ways to deal with, or to reflect on loss and all that, so. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, that's you don't need to say anymore, but yeah. Hmm. Well, still busy here. We're gonna move. I guess I am wondering, if this game lasts a little longer, How many people will be parents though? Because I think a lot of people here in their are adults, probably in their early 20s, starting to become the time where people decide to have children. Well, that's like maybe a little bit later, but it's almost there when people usually would. No, I get that. Yeah, no worries. We don't know who they are either, so I think it's okay. But we don't have to share more details about private things. You're not passing down your addiction. Oh dear. I'm pretty sure if my parents hadn't been a little bit strict about me not playing this game so much, um, when I was a kid, I would have definitely been addicted. I feel like I'm not like I don't feel that way about playing it now, but I could see how like when you have like a membership and you are leveling yourself up, it's pretty easy to get trapped here. I think what helped me, like I said, like with what I usually was on here for, is like when you're reading boring lecture slides and you need to stay awake, you spam shop advertisements, and then that kind of deals with your, I guess, addiction with bringing your diamond or gem count up. It's fun while it lasted. And then you played a Forgotten Desert to get that rush of adrenaline when you somehow managed to get a good prize, like once in a blue moon. Playing the Forgotten Desert feels like applying for jobs in a way. That one little bit of hope, and then you're like, oops. You don't know if you're going to be playing until like 20, but you don't even know if you'll be around until then. Well, I am over 20 years old. I guess we can say that there are people here who are older who are playing. Only lasts another year. Yeah, I don't know either how long this will go for either, because they can't really update the game anymore. And like I was saying, like with if people start becoming parents and stuff like that, there's a pretty good chance they're also gonna quit. Or gambling. Yeah, it's gambling, job applications, I don't know, like anything that involves like a little bit of hope and then it gets crushed really fast. But then when you actually strike gold, then it's good. 3,000 diamonds when the toilet came out. Yeah, I wonder if that was a one-time release. Because if it was, I'm sure that's going to be a lot of, that's going to be worth a lot. But it was already 50 diamonds, so like, it's so expensive. Just to clarify, you're not? Ah. Yeah, I think a lot of people, like, if they share, like, how old they are, they're probably, like, in high school or something, but I don't really know. I don't really pay attention to that. Technically, we're probably not supposed to be talking about our ages, but it's kind of obvious that most of us are, like, teenagers or adults. You can tell. I don't know why I keep picking up my planner and flipping through it as if I'm going to see something interesting on there. I don't, I almost have nothing written on here. I am starting my internship next week, so I'm sure it's going to look a lot better, but I kind of need to also fill it up with like, I'm going to take this class and I'm going to apply for this many jobs and I'm going to have this interview on this day. I need to see more of that. And then once I get a job, then it will be a matter of go do the job and then do this after work. Oh, I'm checking the shop prices. Okay. You can get 5 diamonds for that. But the fountains at 3 to 7, depending on how quickly you want to sell them. I know that people do price them that way, but it does. I've learned from doing this for a while that it does take longer for people to buy the items, and I'm someone who likes to sell quickly. And people aren't even buying it for 1 diamond, actually. It's really, really slow. So I just think I made a really bad investment and bought too many of those, and I'm just stuck with them now. I know, what a mood. I'm not sure what we were talking about, though. Maybe it was about me looking at my planner. You're tired, it's 10 at night. Oh, it's 2 in the afternoon for me, and I am already losing it, so I feel that. Yeah, the more I look at this, the more I'm thinking if I cannot get a reasonable job in like the next few months, it may be a sign I need to go back to school. But then I would have to figure out how to pay for it, which is going to be a different problem. Or I'm going to actually have to set my ego aside, grind on leak code problems for software engineering, and just get a freaking job in it. I don't know. But nobody really tells you how to get a job as a software engineer when you're a new grad. They kind of expect you to do the work when you're still in school, which I guess was my mistake. I know, right? I've only been awake for a few hours. It really hasn't been that long. But yeah, we'll see though. Sometimes when something doesn't work out, that kind of can mean that you maybe aren't like, how do I say this? It's kind of like when it's the right thing for you, things kind of like align for that. So technically, the most success I've had so far, surprisingly, has been related to music and business. So if I keep going down that route, I might be working at a I cannot major record label someday, getting paid reasonably. So I don't know. Hmm. So somebody who's younger knows about Animal Jam. That's really cool. No way. That's so funny. I mean, I don't think it's well. I mean, when you're talking to kids, I guess you don't really know if they're going to judge you or not. I can understand that. I like that, that she was trying to get you to go under though, even though you already were. But are you talking about Animal Jam Classic or Play Wild though? Because I'm assuming it's probably Play Wild. No, that's fair though. Yeah, since you're an adult or you're much older, that makes sense. Maybe like if you kind of were in a closer relationship, like you were friends or something, then maybe it'd be okay. But guess when you're not like when it's not like that, and you're kind of like, probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, exactly. It's a safety thing with the parents. Yeah. Yeah, it would definitely depend on like the way you would do it, I guess. Oh, good point. Yeah. I mean, I guess you can also just know it because like it was popular like when it first came out. So it's quite possible that people have heard of the game before. But yeah, that's true though, because if you know the difference between classic and play wild, then Excuse me, there's probably a really good chance that you're keeping up with the news pretty carefully. Because I'm gonna guess that most of the people who like quit like as kids and didn't come back, they probably still think this is the only Animal Jam out there. But it's not anymore. There's another one, and they have two different names. But yeah, it's probably Play Wild. I guess when it's somebody younger playing, it's more likely Play Wild. Hmm. Well, another thing I could consider doing with jobs is some people say that you need to reach out to the recruiter like directly as like a message, and I'm kind of like wondering if I should try it, but I would probably have to pay for LinkedIn Premium, and it's kind of expensive. So I'm like, not sure, but maybe. To be honest, though, I think it's probably better for me to try to go get a customer service job first. The more I sit here, the more worried I'm going to get about if I have enough money to pay for some things that I need to. So we won't want to do that. And see, like this one pays $20 an hour. Actually, that one doesn't look too bad. I might try that one. I think it's either going to be this. I'm going to go back to posting on my music account, but we'll see. That's kind of the next thing. The next immediate goal is probably one of those two things. Oops. Oh wow, data entry 33 minutes ago, 17 applicants. My profile matches some qualifications. Oh boy, that looks good. That is tempting, and it's remote too. It says easy apply. Well, okay, I guess I'm gonna apply for that one. I guess I finally found a job that looks reasonable enough to apply to, which it won't take too long. Very good. And I'll be one of the first ones to apply to, which is even better. I think one of my problems is I keep applying for things too late, and then by the time I apply, then it's gone. Now the question is which which resume do I submit? Because I have to make more than one these days in order to try to be as close to the job description as possible. Oops, I did that twice. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the stream. It has been an hour, and I don't really want to spend too much time live streaming in like one go. But we did do a giveaway, which is good, and our next one will be at 215. So hopefully that'll be next time. But thank you to everyone who came today. Hopefully you had a good time. And if you're like me and looking for a job, good luck. We can do this. If you're starting school, you also got this. That's very good. And yeah, I hope you have a good day or night, everyone. Thank you for coming.